What's the good old big deal? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to press that button, and you're going to get all the latest content that I'm dropping. And if you ring that bell, I'm going to bring you mail. A weapon, I need company, cause they don't keep it shitty every down like who gon' pump with me. Love it when you win it, wanna stump but never stump with me. When I was that bad in the trenches, you ain't come for me. Playing like you with me, fake the status of my brother. I can spot a snake or rather be, I'm from the gutter. Niggas be suspicious, watch they move as undercover. Niggas hit the standard, drop her worse and they don't stutter. Got you in a pan, melting, frying like some butter. You would miss that mail call, still thinking that you love her. How you fuck a nigga over, leave him lonely, still he want you. Secret competition, they hate bad and wanna trump you. If they can't fuck you over, they gon' have the police bump you. Faggot motherfucker, have some more, it's what you won't do. What's the good old big deal, man? Y'all already know it's your boy Hef, man. Out here in these streets, man. You feel me? Getting this swag surf on, man. You already know it's hot topics, man. So, you already know, man. Look. So what I'm gonna elaborate on today is Big U. You know, so I'm gonna elaborate on Big U side of the spectrum. You feel me? I did a somewhat of a reaction video, you know what I'm saying, to the internet, and pieced together different segments from other commutators. I pieced together a segment and spoke on it and put it together pertaining to Big U and his record deal, you feel me, with Nip. A lot of other people and commutators, you feel me, took a different route, you know what I'm saying, decided to narrate them, you know what I'm saying, as having something to do with Nipsey crime, you know what I'm saying, painting him out to be the villain. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen these videos. It was all type of narrations and you know what I'm saying, things going on of that sort. So Big U went on ahead and dropped some receipts from his phone, you feel me? And you know, I can't see the phone, but it ain't for me to see the phone. But you know, who's ever blogging them and got it on camera, you know what I'm saying, he's showing his phone, you know, and in his phone is, you know, the dates, you know what I'm saying, a few dates that he talked to Nipsey, you know what I'm saying, a few days before his passing, you know what I'm saying, when I dropped the segment, you know, y'all be filled on the actual dates and what was really said, but, you know, he talked to Nip, you know what I'm saying, a few days before his passing, and that conversation, you know, to me, it seemed like, you know, they was cool, that they was on good terms, that nothing wasn't going on, anything of the sort that the media tried to paint as far as, you know, they was beefing, they wasn't getting along, you know, he was hating on Nip, you know, Nip got bigger than the program, so, you know, they had to clip him, blah, 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 you know, this and that, you know, all this hate, you feel me, with no actual horse to eat it. So I'm glad that I ran across this Big U segment, you know what I'm saying, with him dropping the receipts, because it's from his phone, because, you know, receipts, man, that's what we going off of up here, man. You know, the social media thing is cool, you feel me, with everybody coming with their conspiracy theories and their theories and things like that of what you think happened. It don't matter what you think happened, you feel me, you got to know what happened. If you don't know what happened, then, you know, it's just, you know, smoke up in the air. But, you know, it's content for people to get paid from. But, you know, a lot of things are sensitive, and I just think within anything, I don't care if you're a civilian, you know, a gangster, a thug, or whatever the case may be, you know, you should watch how you narrating things out here in the streets, you feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and drop these receipts, you know what I'm saying, for Big U, and y'all already know it's the Hef effect and the Hef weight, man. We gonna commentate.
This the last conversation me and Nip had. You gotta get in close. You see the date on there? See what that say? Tuesday, March 28th. This me and him talking. This me talking about DJ Khaled. I told him DJ Khaled had gave me his what you call him number, right? And I said I need to talk to Khaled. So Nip said at the video, did you talk to him? You see what he said? I ain't gotta read it. He said, did you talk to him? But I was doing an interview too, And I said, yeah. And I sent him a call, cuz, back after the meeting. Nip said, off top, let me know once he balances it.
So look, it's obvious.
Now you see the date on there, right?
March 28th.
Now how was me and him having a conflict?
So it's obvious.
If me and him talking, and then look, let me show you though.
He busting like this in a full clip, and he didn't hit my brother at all.
All right, y'all, I know I said I wasn't gonna make no more videos about Nipsey Hussle in the last video, but you know, I couldn't help it. After this weekend, I saw Big U's shit that he posted about Nip and about Fats, and if y'all didn't see that, let's take a little quick glance at that.
Nah, man, listen, Nip didn't never go against the game, boy. Don't believe that. Nip was always 100, man. Nip was my loved one, and like a son. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And when Nip left this earth, we was coon by coon, fire on fire. We was together. So no matter, don't let nobody else tell you no different. Because if it was anything other different than that, I'd be gone. Believe that. It was 100 months. We had a letter from the president. I'm gonna say it one. You know what I mean? Then I didn't do it.
Got you a whole bunch of different places at one time.
At one time. They say, y'all, you know, it's another new one too. I got into it with Fats. Let me give y'all the information on it. I ain't never got into it with Fats. Fats is my little homeboy. Ever in my life, me and Fats ever got into it with nobody. Never, ever, ever, ever. So, you gotta figure that one out anyway. So, all that shit them is telling y'all stupid for listening to any of that shit. But y'all been listening and responding to this. These niggas been saying for the last 6, 7 years. Why you gonna stop? Not longer than that. Longer than that. Y'all was accusing me of shit that I ain't even do. And what's funny, I wasn't even in town. So figure that one out. I ain't gonna address this shit. We winning. How about that?
So as y'all see right there, you know, Big U, go ahead, go on this phone, you know, pull out the dates of March 28th. I think Nip died, like on the 31st or something like that. If March got 31 days, if I served myself correct. So, you know, he showed that he just had a conversation with that dude that, you know, that was speaking about DJ Khaled or whatever the case may be, you know. He was trying to get a direct line on Khaled to holler at Khaled or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That he wanted to holler at Khaled about. You know, Nip, you know, elaborated back like, you know, you done holler at him at the video shoot, you feel me? And it seemed like, you know, directed him with the line or whatever the case may be. Died a few days later. Now, that, from my perspective, like an opinion, that don't sound like nobody that was beefing to me, because I don't give a hell what the pecking order is. Like, if we beefing, we beefing. Definitely, if I'm a stump down dude and I'm righteous in my mind and I feel like you foul and there's something going on, I don't care who you is over here, man. Like, on everything, it's just what it's gonna be, what it's gonna have to be. Like, I'm not even about to have your number in my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to have your number in my phone. And furthermore, like, bro, what is you even hitting me outside of stuff that's not hood business? That's what I'm like, as long as I ain't fucking up, I ain't doing nothing that sanctions me to get a DP or anything wrong. Like, bro, what is you even hitting my phone for or anything like that? So it's just like, man, like, that's just like bizarre and crazy. But like I said, you know, off-wall things, you know, fit. You feel me? It's like they say opposites attract. So don't mean that it's far-fetched to merge. But I'm just like, you know, I'm not Nip not me. I'm just going off like me and my perspective. Like, if I was beefing with dude and it was up like that, like, man, I ain't even no way you texting me, asking me about nothing. I don't care about no pecking order, whether y'all feel like, oh, like, cause it's like, what line can you press on me if I'm in the music industry and I'm a solid homie, a thorough homie, and I'm doing this music, I'm putting the set on, I'm making this shit look good. I don't care who you is, Monster Cody or whoever. How you think you gonna come to me and try to like, hey, yeah, homie, what's going on with that? Don't bring Khaled to the hood, or don't have Khaled around here, or yeah, he got to tap in with me. You know, I want to get some pictures and this and that. Like, huh? Like, man, this got to do with my career, my music, man. This ain't no hood or no gang shit. What are you talking about? So, you know, I don't understand that situation, nor the doctrine that's factored on to that situation is not for me to understand. And that's why I be saying, like, with these commentators, like, some of these commentators be trying to divvy, and not saying nobody names, a lot of y'all be trying to divvy off deep in to these conspiracy theories and situations, and that's when stuff start not becoming cool. But as we know, the content is out here for you to divvy through. It's on the internet, so if it's on the internet, yeah, rightfully speaking, it's there for anybody to comb through. But my opinion, I just think people be far-fetched at times with the way that they commentating and how far they trying to go and the links they trying to make, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, he showed them seats, you know. Furthermore, he elaborated and speak on that it was never no situation or beef with him and Fats, you know, as Wack 100 had elaborate, saying that during the time that Nipsey and Big U got into it, you know, Fats was right there, and Fats dope fiend even put Big U down. You know, I don't know if that's the truth or not, but, you know, as from what Big U say, you know, that's the young homie, that's my young homie, we never had no problems. You know, that's cap that y'all listening to, you feel me, babe? You know what I'm saying? He also went ahead and say that, you know, y'all stupid if you listening to it. You know, I don't agree with that. Like I said, you know, I'm pretty, it's a lot of stuff that we can say people are stupid for listening to, but like I said, it's here on the internet. So it's just like, if you listening to anything on the internet, you like basically stupid, because a lot of this stuff is like based around controversy, unless it's about sports or some of that take. You feel me? But you know, musically wise, man, a lot of this stuff be goofy, you know what I'm saying, loving hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this last part of the segment from the dude that I got this commentary news from, and then I'm gonna commentate on the way that he's moving and the things that he's pointing out. And to a degree, I know he's trying to be respectful in his way in his commentation, but I think he's divvying too far in some business that's not really his. It's all right to commentate on what's being put out there, but like, you know, once you start playing like detective and private eye, that's when stuff start like being like, man, holy moly, like come on, man. So, you know, we're gonna go ahead and drop this last part of the segment with our fellow commentator commentating, and y'all already know it's the Heifer and the Heifer Effect. I'm a commentator.
Nip, right, as his son, as his little homie. Right now, if this is really the case, though, why in the world, when his birthday just passed, you ain't show no kind of love or recognition or nothing? You know, I don't pay attention to a motherfucker's words. So, you know, a pair of lips will always say anything. You know, you got to pay attention to the actions, right? The actions will tell on a motherfucker quicker than they words will, because a motherfucker can play the word game and be, especially a motherfucker that's been in the streets or been locked up. You know, that's why they call motherfuckers locked up cons. You know, they good at motherfucking conning a motherfucker, right? So, and I'll sit back peeping this shit with Big U, right? So it made me do a little more due diligence. So, you know, after seeing that shit right there, he said he ain't had no hands and Fats and shit. Now, I'm not even going to dispute the issue with Fats, but today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to rewind back to 2011 when Nip had the fight with Big U, and ultimately the fight, from what I've understood, involved not only Nip, but involved his brother and his dad to a degree. And while I was doing my due diligence to make this video right here, because seeing the shit with Big U and DJ Khaled and all that shit right there, it didn't set right with me. You know, something about it just don't set right with me. And I make this video, right? This is another food for thought video. This is not like no, you know, pointing the finger at him, he did that, none of that shit. But like, I want to connect the dots and get some understanding so I can have my mind, you know, at ease to a degree, right? So with this video right here, I'm just going to put out all this shit out here fact-wise that I can find right here. Y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I want to get a group consensus right here. I want to get a group understanding so I can get a better understanding. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about these pieces, because as I was making this video, I came to find out Nip's baby mom, Tanisha Foster, is really related to Big U. That's Big U's niece right there, right? Her mom is motherfucking Big U's sister, which I didn't know. I just learned this shit out. If y'all tell me if all the stuff that I found on the internet is wrong, let me know in them comments below. But I found that really strange to see that she's connected to Big U. And another thing I found while I was doing this is that Carrie Latham, who was in the parking lot that got shot, that went to the wheelchair.
okay, now as a commentator, I do it as well. I definitely understand. You want to have your facts straight. If something is too far-fetched and it's just like, you know, put out there to where it's like, man, look, I ain't even got to say too much. Like, dude blasting himself, it is what it is. Then I might not go do too much homework and being saying like, oh yeah, this dude a rat. He, you know what I'm saying, he a snitching, whatever the case may be. But when you talking about rats, snitches, death, and anything like to demean or defame a motherfucking character, man, you want to have your facts straight, you know, so that makes you, you know, you turn into a PI, you turn into this investigator, you know what I'm saying, you turn into a detective, you know what I'm saying, you looking for blues clues, you know what I'm saying. So that being said, and I really don't think dude is the police, so I'm not going to sit here and call on the police. I'm not going to sit here and say he's dry snitching, but do I think he's doing too much? Absolutely. So he goes and point out that although he's not a Crip, he's not from LA, not from California, Nipsey was a big celebrity, you feel me, this was a high profile case, you know, it was out there, you know what I'm saying. So basically with all this information being out there, you know what I'm saying, like I could do what I want to do with it, you know what I'm saying. Like I could play detective, you know what I'm saying, I could place this here, I could place that there, I can say that I think this person did that, you feel me, I can say it's looking fishy here. That's when you doing too much, because for one, as he pointed out, you not from LA, you not from California. Another, you not from 60s. So why are you trying to go all into the situation and play detective to find out who did it, just to stop a tweak that you got or itch in your mind? Just because your mind is ringing and might be running all over the place and you patching together details and you squirming and it's driving you crazy to find out who is the murderer. Oh, okay, we know who the murderer is. Well, did he send him at him? Did he have something to do with that happening? It don't even matter. They got the murderer already. Like, it don't even matter. Like, so I don't even understand, like, why would people be trying to go, oh, this is his niece, you know, Nip was messing with her, oh, you know, what about this, they tied to each other this way and this and that. Then you remember, you know, they had that fight, then you remember, you know, they was getting into it behind percentages and this and that. That's when commentators start going too far and start trying to play detective and can get somebody, you know what I'm saying, put in jail, you know what I'm saying. Because, like, we got to understand, definitely when you're doing a lot of views, the police is watching this and the police is on here, so you have to be mindful of these things, man. So that's just what I don't be understanding. And let's get this, let's get this straight as well too, because a lot of people just act like Nipsey was like a Jay-Z, was like a 50 Cent, was like a you know, man, Biggie and Dr. Dre. Now, when Nipsey died, yeah, like it was felt. Just seeing how he got killed, it went worldly. You know what I'm saying? His death, you know what I'm saying? His presence, you know what I'm saying? The spirit and who he was as a person. A lot of this is being shed light on too. When Nipsey was alive, he was still ascending, climbing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a lot of celebrities was messing with him as far as the Jay-Z's, the Puffies and stuff like that. But Nip wasn't all the way mainstream, you know what I'm saying? Nip wasn't all the way mainstream for people to be like, oh, well, you know, Nip was this big, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Nip wasn't as big as Pac when Pac died, or he wasn't as big as Biggie Smalls when Biggie Smalls died. But when he died, he got as big as that. So I just think it's kind of far-fetched and crazy when people like trying to like patch people into like things, man, like trying to force people into things that don't have nothing to do with them. Like, Nipsey ain't yours, Nipsey's ain't nobody's, Nipsey's his family's. Nipsey belonged to his family, and Nipsey belonged to the 60s, bro. And like I said, even when I get on here, I watch how I'm narrating and like how I'm commentating, because I'm not from 60s, you feel me? And I don't never want to allow myself to get in the detective or police mind frame of trying to patch too much together. Well, did he have something to do with it? Well, could he send him, or whatever the case may be? They already got the killer. Like, it's not a cold case. And I know it done unraveled and opened all back up since Big Sound went on Big Boy Podcast, but that's the thing that be crazy out here. Like, when y'all be going like bringing people, family in there. Y'all, yeah, like, man, y'all like some good detectives, man. Like some of these commentators is like, man, good detectives. Like, man, like, I don't even know, like, man, how y'all even got caught up in the street. If y'all, some of y'all that did get caught up in the street, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is something y'all had a passion for later on down the life, and y'all just learning how to, like, commentating, and, you know what I'm saying, and unravel the ropes. But, man, a lot of people on here do a lot of good detective work, man, and that ain't cool at all, man. So that's just what I wanted to touch up on, man, and some things that I wanted to point out, man. And regardless of somebody's celebrity stats or who they is or where they from, man, that don't, like, get nobody the right to try to be detective or police of their situation to put their mind at peace. Definitely if you don't have nothing to do with the situation. It's not that your mind shouldn't even be hell bent on what happened. You know, people die every day. You feel me? Yeah, it's a tragic loss in a tragic way that it happened. But loss is a form of life. And if it ain't no family member or kin to you, like, why go all the way out to try to expose something? It's just my answer, just my question. So that's what I got for y'all today. It's your boy Young and Hefe. Make sure y'all go ahead and get in them chats, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, you feel me? I'll answer back. You know, make sure y'all run this channel up. Make sure y'all go ahead and like and subscribe. Get me to that 5K. You know what I'm saying? It's Young and Hefe. Don't care about nothing what the check say. Ring that bell, bring that mail.